Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Thomas Whistle 99. My name is actually Thomas, if you can believe that. Today, I'm doing my very first voice video, and it's a very, very special occasion because as you see, I got this big, massive package here, and I want to open it and show you guys what's inside and what the future holds for this channel. So we got, more videos coming out. I'm super excited to continue on. Last year was a pretty good start. This year will be a more better start. So I'm super excited. Also, if you haven't yet, subscribe, comment, like, all the stuff that we do here on YouTube. So I've been waiting for this package for about a couple weeks now, and it was supposed to come yesterday, and it never did. It came today, which is fine, but I was really excited to come home from work and start this today, but or do that. Come home from work, open the package, stuff like that. But I'm super excited to get this package open. If you can't tell by the video title, probably, I don't know what the title of the video is yet, but if you tell by the video, this is what is inside here. Let's get to it. You know what? For installing, let's get it open and see what's inside our goodie box. Make sure not to cut yourself with box cutters. All right. Okay, beautiful. So we got some wrapping. Let's see. Oh, good. They're all wrapped in their own. Oh, kind of. They all wrapped. No, okay. So they're not officially wrapped, but looks like we can take one out at a time. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna start off with James Goes Buzz Buzz and Other Stories. Wow, when I saw this listing on eBay, I saw these tapes were in really good condition. I'm so happy that they came out perfectly. So of course, starting our first VHS collection, we have James Goes Buzz Buzz and Other Thomas Stories. And let's see here. Peep peep, steam into adventures with Thomas and his friends. Meet Baldy, the devious double-decker bus. Watch Birdie make a mad dash to rescue a tardy Thomas. See James brave a swarm of buzzy bees while Percy puffs his way into a very sticky predicament. The troublesome trucks are up to their usual tricks, and Bill and Ben end up in a whirl. So join Thomas the Tank Engine in Volume 10, where fun and friendship never end. And of course, narrated by the GOAT, George Carlin. So, all right. So we got that one. Let's see what our next one is. All right. We got Thomas Breaks the Rules and Other Stories. All right. See, again, another beautiful, good condition tape. Oh my goodness. There's a picture of Henry and a cow. All right. Peep peep. Thomas the Tank Engine and friends welcome you back to the item sorter. Next up, all new adventures as James gets into trouble while letting off steam. Percy races Harold the helicopter to a surprise finish, and Thomas gets covered in a suit to boot. So come along on a train ride bound for a world that will delight young and old alike. We got some and of course we got some beautiful stories here. Old Iron, classic. James in a Mess, great classic. Duck Chase Charge, where we meet Duck for the first time. And of course, narrated by another legend, Ringo Starr. All right, next one. All right, we got Percy's Ghostly Trick and Other Stories, including exclusive premiere of Thomas's first music video. Oh my gosh. This picture of Percy is just so nostalgic. Like, you cannot look at this tape and DVD and think this picture is not nostalgic. From I think it's Percy in a scarf or something like that. Okay. Peep peep! All aboard for ghostly adventures as Percy has Thomas thinking he must seen a ghost. But on their next escapade, the tables turn when Percy puffs away into a giant pile of hay. Meet Oliver, who soon learns that trucks can be troublesome, and help Donald Douglas rescue Thomas, the cheeky, mischievous engine. So join Volume 11's festivities with Thomas the Tank Engine and friends, where there are laughs and surprises around each bend. So, fun fact, if you don't know yet, it said here Donald Douglas rescued Thomas the Tank Engine from Thomas the cheeky mischievous engine. Sorry, you can't call him. You got to say the full thing. This tape was supposed to have Thomas's missing Christmas tree. Some tapes do, some tapes don't, and the only way to find that out is to actually watch it. So it may have it, may not have it. If you're lucky enough, awesome. This is such a weird picture of Thomas and Toby. It's just so, it looks like they're not even on the same set. All right. Next. Okay, here we go. In my opinion, this is the greatest Thomas tape of all time. Rusty to the Rescue and Other Thomas Stories. All new Thomas adventures, including new friends never seen on TV. And yeah, here he is. All right. Peep, peep. Next stop, the island of Sodor for more Thomas adventures with friends. Watch Rusty, the small diesel engine, set off where only brave diesels dare to go. Will the rescuers find Duke with a bang and reunite him with Stuart and Falcon? Sir Handel's bad temper gets him into trouble, and Thomas tells Toby and Percy the story of how Duke became known as Grand Puff. So join the adventures with Thomas and Friends in Volume 12, where the fun never ends. Just these stories alone, this is my entire childhood. I love this tape. It means so much to me. I actually have another copy downstairs. This tape is just means a lot. I'm so glad I got both cover versions of this. All right. Next, we have Better Late Than Ever and Other Stories. Oh, this one's Ringo Starr. Okay. Nice purple background. Nice picture of Duck staring into your soul. All right. Here we go again. Peep, peep. Avengers on the island of Sodor. This time around, watch as Thomas misbehaves and gets stuck underground. Find out what happens when Duck doubts Diesel. Laugh along as both Gordon and Duck run out of luck with those pesky trucks, and Annie and Clarabelle spell double trouble for Thomas. Climb aboard and watch the magic come alive with Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends Volume 5. Pretty good story. You got the Diesel 3-parter. You got Down the Mine, which of course now we finally seen the actual Down the Mine episode back from 1984. Sweet. Got a few more in here. Oh, I'm sorry. I just hit my camera. Not me to. Next. All right. We got James Learns a Lesson. Beautiful. This tape I have never owned before, so most of these tapes I've never owned before until now. All right. I'm tired of saying peep peep, all right. Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends welcome you to the island of Sodor to join in more of their adventures. With a peep of his whistle and a puff of steam, Thomas chugs merrily along, pulling the passengers safely behind him and Annie and Clarabelle, the passenger cars. When Thomas and his steam engine friends get together, who knows what adventures they will encounter on their way. Whatever happens, you can be assured they will learn a few lessons to get them back on the right track. Get your tickets and climb aboard with our magical storyteller Ringo Starr as he takes you on a ride of a lifetime. I like that. I like the ending. That has a long description on that one. So we got James Learns a Lesson. We got Thomas Goes Fishing. Thomas and Birdie's Great Race, a lot of good episodes, and of course, you got Terrence the Tractor, and there's James. I really gotta try not to hit my camera here. All right, next. Oh, there we go. Trust Thomas, the first tape to have George Carlin on it. All right, nice picture of Henry's Forest, which is a beautiful episode, one of the best. Wonders and surprises from the island of Sodor on this ride. Meet Mavis, a young diesel engine who puts Toby on the spot. Watch along as Percy keeps his promise and as the engines help Henry rescue the forest. Laugh as Gordon gets splashed and James' trick backfires. Get on track for fun and adventures with Thomas the Tank Engine Friends Volume 6. I do love the orange. Orange really makes this cover just pop. There it is. Yeah. Let's do this one. Daisy. Oh, and we got the sticker too. Voted License of the Year, 1993. Thomas the Tank Engine. And George Carlin is the narrator. Come journey to the island of Sodor and share in the fun-filled escapades of Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. Meet Daisy, a classy, sassy passenger diesel, as well as Trevor, the very useful tractor engine. You'll see why Percy's up to his funnel and water. Gordon takes foolish and Henry is proud in their adventures through the island of Sodor. Join the gang on Sir Topham Hatt's Railway Line and Thomas the Tank Engine Friends Volume 9. Cool. I love Daisy. It's so interesting that she just has a VHS just titled Daisy. All right, next. see. We grab here. I'm gonna grab this one. Oh, all right. Thomas Percy and the Dragon and other stories. All right. Nice nostalgic picture of Birdie. Miles of smiles from Thomas and Percy and the gang on the island of Sodor. Ride with Percy when he sees a dragon. Watch what happens when James lands in an embarrassing situation. Donald and Douglas come to Henry's rescue, and some silly freight cars cause trouble and confusion for Bill and Ben. So climb aboard, the ride will be great with Thomas and Tank Engines, Volume 8. My goodness, lots of rhyming. This nostalgic picture, of course, of, I think that's Bill at Willsworth. They don't have a nameplate, so you could be either one. All right, I think we have 2 more in here. Yes, 2 more. I think so. Okay. Oh, Thomas gets bumps and other stories with Harold the Helicopter. Join all your friends, Edward, Gordon, Percy, and Thomas, for an exciting new escapades on the island of Sodor. Everyone's excited with an important engine visits the yard. Harold thinks he can deliver the mail better than Thomas and Percy, and Edward and Trevor prove that despite being older, they are really useful. Come along and visit your friends and make some new ones with Thomas and the Tank Engine in Volume 7. Well, that one doesn't rhyme. Yeah, a lot of good stories on here. I got Donald's Duck, Percy and Thomas Percy and the Mail Train, which has a beautiful score. Yeah, a lot of good episodes. I think this one's gonna be really cool. All right, I think we have 1 more here, do we? Nope, we got 2 more. I was wrong. Let's see, we'll do this one. Oh, yes. Tenders and Turntables and other stories. I wonder if this has the, yep, Toby the Train Engine. Yep, it's misprinted. Thomas the Tank Engine and friends are setting off on all new adventures on the island of Sodor. You'll see Henry getting involved in something fishy, and Percy trying to back out of an embarrassing situation. Find out how Henry avoids being replaced and why Thomas ends up in the station master's dining room. So climb aboard as we clear the way with some heartfelt fun. Oh, it doesn't say anything about Volume 3. I know this is the 3rd volume. No rhyming there again. Toby the Train Engine. Yep. That's what he is. All right, and of course, save the best for last, and that is Thomas Gets Tricked and Other Stories. Let me tell you, it is so hard to find a nice condition Volume 1 of Thomas the Train on VHS for a good price. All right, all aboard for fun with Thomas and the Tank Engine and friends. The ship takes us on the island of Sodor with a trainload of fun with Thomas and all his friends, including Gordon, Henry, Percy, Toby, and of course, Annie and Clarabelle, the passenger cars. Join in all our travels and let the magic storyteller Ringo Starr guide us through this journey. Yep, Thomas Gets Tricked, all first 7 episodes of Season 1, and of course, a nostalgic Thomas picture in the front. All right, well that is it's here, I think. That's all of them. So, all right, there they all are. The best way I could do it. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching this first video. I am super excited, of course, again, to get started on this adventure. And the big way to start it is we're going to be doing reviews on all of these. That's right, I'm going to be reviewing every single Thomas Home Media from start to finish, and that is including the movies. And of course, we got to start with Volume 1, Thomas Gets Tricked. So that's the next big video. Thank you guys so much for this unboxing and hopefully going some nostalgic way with these tapes. And I can't wait to get started. See you guys later.